Work projects.
In Red Bluff, California, a 28-year-old man was under the influence of alcohol and not wearing his seatbelt when he rolled his SUV multiple times. 4 passengers were in the vehicle. The driver was ejected and pronounced dead at the scene. His 4 passengers received minor injuries and were later released. When you're wearing seatbelts, it reduces the risk of fatal injuries by more than 50%. Accidents do happen on a daily basis, whether you're driving to the local convenience store or cross country. Nobody ever knows when these accidents will happen, so it's always best to be prepared for them. After looking into the number of deaths that may have been prevented by simply wearing seatbelts, I've come to the realization that it's a very big deal and a very serious thing. A lot of us will only wear seatbelts because it's the law, or because, like myself, we're in the military and we're told that we have to. I know by speaking with each one of you here that that's the main reason why we do wear seatbelts, is because it's the law. However, after this speech, I hope that you realize the importance of wearing your seatbelts to not only save your life, but prevent serious injuries. The problem today is that there are still people in the world that don't wear their seatbelts. According to the National Highway Traffic Administration, 87% of people throughout the United States wear seatbelts. That's still 13%, 13% that's not wearing their seatbelts. That's putting their lives in danger. Your seatbelts also work with an airbag system in your vehicles. So just because your vehicle has airbags does not mean that they're going to save your lives. Without wearing your seatbelts, it increases your chance of receiving whiplash and seriously hurting yourself when an airbag is deployed. When you properly wear your seatbelts, it slows down your forward momentum, allowing that airbag to completely deploy and absorb the majority of the impact. Wearing a seatbelt also dramatically reduces the risk of being ejected from a vehicle. I know a lot of people have said that they refuse to wear seatbelts because in the event that their vehicle rolls, they want to be thrown from the vehicle and clear of that rolling vehicle. However, when you are ejected from that vehicle, it also poses other risks, such as hitting trees, telephone poles, or anything else that could kill yourself, as well as falling in the path of that rolling vehicle. The solution to all this is very easy. Wear your seatbelts. In 1995, only about 60% of people wore their seatbelts, even though the seatbelt laws were established in 1984. Even with it being a law, they chose not to wear them. And due to the number of fatalities and serious injury from people being involved in vehicular accidents, there's been a major crackdown on wearing your seatbelts. In 2013, about 80% of people, or 87% of people are now wearing seatbelts. But once again, that's 13% that still refuse to wear seatbelts. And every time that person refuses to wear a seatbelt, it puts their lives in danger. Now, so I'd like to recap because I feel everyone's life is at stake with this. You might save your life, or you might save your child's life by simply properly securing your child, taking the 15 seconds to ensure that your child is properly restrained in their car seats, and taking an additional 3 to 4 seconds to ensure that you're practicing what you preach with your children and fastening your seatbelts yourself. So, with this, I hope that you take from it that it's not only the law to be wearing your seatbelt, but your lives actually are in danger if you don't. It could be you, it could be your parents, and unfortunately it's even possible for it to be one of your children. Not wearing your seatbelt that gets ejected from a vehicle and dies, all because you refuse to take 15 seconds to make sure that they were properly secured in their car seats. So I ask you, talk with your friends, talk with family members, and ensure everybody's properly wearing their seatbelts and try to save some lives. Thank you very much.